Hi there, Dolphins. Today will be your third academic and career planning lesson. This one will focus on course selections for next year. By the end of this video, you'll understand the process for selecting classes at Ocean Lakes High School, be able to identify key factors to consider in choosing your classes. You'll become familiar with the resources available to help you, and you'll be ready to complete a Google form to prepare you for your course selection meeting with your counselor. Here's the timeline for selecting your classes. Today, all the way to the time that you meet with your counselor, we want you to use your resources to explore all your options. We want you to check your status towards the diploma that you're pursuing, towards meeting those requirements. And we also want you to have conversations with your teachers and parents to seek their input to help you make a draft of those classes that you're going to pick at your course selection meeting. Right after the winter break, we'll begin the course selection meetings. At that meeting, you're going to pick your classes for the next school year. That means you're going to select your next English, math, science, and social studies classes, as well as PE and world language, if that is required for you, and you're going to pick your electives. Then in March, you'll have one last opportunity to look at your course selections and make any changes if you need to. One of the factors that you should consider or that should drive your decisions in your course selections is the type of diploma that you're working to earn. The Advanced Studies Diploma or the Advanced Studies Diploma plus the Math and Science Academy seal or the Standard Diploma. Here you see the requirements for the Advanced Diploma. To earn an Advanced Studies Diploma, you'll need 26 credits, including specific courses in English, math, science, social studies, world language, and electives, as well as completing PE 9 and 10, economics, and personal finance. You can access a detailed outline of these requirements on the Ocean Lakes High School Course Registration Hub, which we'll learn more about soon. You can also track your progress towards meeting these requirements by checking your course history in Student View. The Standard Diploma is just a little less rigorous. However, you can still attend a college or university or go right into the workforce with the Standard Diploma. Keep in mind, you're looking at the minimum requirements here. And before this, you were looking at the minimum requirements for the Advanced Studies Diploma. In most cases, when you're choosing your classes, we're going to challenge you to go beyond the minimum requirements because it's important that you see these minimum requirements as a foundation, not your stopping point. On the Course Registration Hub, you can also find a detailed explanation of the Standard Diploma requirements. If you're in the Math and Science Academy, you're required to earn the Advanced Diploma. In addition to that, you're required to take an academy-level math and science course each year. You also have a required STEM class in your junior year, and you'll complete a senior project or mentorship. On the Course Registration and Academic Planning Hub, you can find details about the MSA requirements, the senior project, and some unique classes that are offered to our Math and Science Academy students. To see where you are in terms of meeting these graduation requirements, you could take a look at your course history in Student View. When you log into Student View and you click on course history, you're going to see your GPA in the upper right-hand corner. Now, keep in mind that the GPA that you're looking at when you go into Student View does not include any of the classes that you're in right now because your GPA is calculated using the final grades of all the classes that you've already completed. So none of the classes you're working on right now will be calculated into your GPA yet. A green line will tell you that you've completed the requirement. Orange means that it's a work in progress, and gray means that you have yet to complete or start that requirement. If you hover over the course name, you'll be able to see how many credits that you need in that particular subject. This is an easy to access resource, but it's not always accurate. So if you go into your course history in Student View and you have questions, please feel free to contact your school counselor. We can help clarify for you. There are some details to consider when you're choosing your classes. If you intend on selecting some AP classes, please make sure that you understand that AP classes are college level rigor. They're a great way to increase the difficulty of your course of study, and colleges and universities do like to see you push yourself in high school by taking rigorous and challenging courses. That said, you should choose AP classes and subjects that you enjoy or have a particular talent for, because because you're going to spend a significant amount of time in and out of the classroom completing assignments and preparing for these classes. Most AP classes involve a significant amount of reading and writing. We do require parents and students to complete an AP commitment form, and there may be a summer enrichment assignment attached with some AP courses. Please know that we encourage you to challenge yourself, but when you choose to take an AP course, you are entering into a very rigorous course that's going to challenge you, and you need to make sure that you're up to the challenge. On the course registration hub, we have a section that has a course description of all the AP courses that we offer. It's important that you take a look at those so that you know what these classes entail and so that you understand what you're in for. Here are some additional things to keep in mind when you're selecting your classes. Most classes are year-long and follow the AB schedule next school year. This is going to be a change from this last school year. There are certain classes like AP, Avid, and dual enrollment that require an application or a form. You can ask your counselor about how to get that application or form, but you don't need to complete it prior to selecting it. All students are required to take a minimum of 6 credits. Again, all students are required to take a minimum of 6 credit-bearing classes and a maximum of 8. Seniors may request excuse blocks, but please remember they are not guaranteed. Excuse blocks are dependent on the rest of your schedule, your GPA, and whether or not you've met your SOL testing requirements. If you're accepted into the ATC or the Tech Center or the Environmental Studies program, you'll meet with your counselor a second time to make adjustments to the classes that you chose to make room for your program at those specialty centers. And finally, remember, Ocean Lakes High School does not make changes to course selections once they're locked in, so please choose wisely. So far, we've talked about one factor that should influence your decisions when you choose your classes, your graduation requirements. But your requirements or your diploma requirements are just one factor to consider. We also want you to think about what courses will help you become the person you envision in the future. If you're planning on applying to colleges or universities, you want to think about what classes will help you become better prepared for that next step, and what classes will make you an excellent candidate to be admitted into that dream college or university. If your plan is to go right into the workforce, which classes or programs might give you a little taste of the career you have been thinking about? What classes seem interesting or exciting to you? What classes have you heard your friends talking about that they really like? These are all questions that you want to ask yourself when you're using the Course Registration Hub to help you plan for your course selections next year. After all, the classes that you take in high school will prepare you for your life after high school. In just a few moments, we're going to ask you to look into the Course Registration Hub. There, you're going to find information about classes that we have at Ocean Lakes High School, as well as programs offered in Virginia Beach City Public Schools. This information will help you choose classes that will give you an opportunity to realize your dreams of who you want to be in the future. Now you have a chance to look at the Course Registration Hub to start planning for your meeting with your counselor, where you will pick your classes for next year. Step 1 is to go to the Ocean Lakes High School Course Registration Hub using the link here on your student document, or you can visit the OLHS student bookmarks on your Chromebook, and it's linked there as well. There you can explore all of your options. Step 2 is to check your progress toward meeting your graduation requirements by logging into Student View. And then step 3 is to complete the Google form linked in your student document to prepare you for your meeting with your counselor in either January or February. Your job now is to research and gather information, speak with your parents and teachers to get their input, and come up with a draft of what classes you want to select for next year. The meetings for selecting your classes will go through your English class if you're a 9th or 10th grader, and through your Virginia U.S. History class if you're an 11th grader. Please make sure you're ready for that meeting, and thank you for listening.